Do you ever have days where you don't go out and just sit at home playing some game? And it's only when you finally tear yourself away from the screen you realize you ain't got no game?
I need to get out the house. Go on a date. What do Taiwanese guys do when they want to meet a girl? Where do they go? What do they do? Teach me some Taiwanese Rizz. Oh, no, it's dragon fruit.
Dadaocheng used to be regarded as the fanciest place in all of Taiwan, a vital trading port since the 19th century. All of Taiwan's greatest entrepreneurs started here.
It is bustling right now and just supremely crowded. Everyone's in a rush to buy stuff for Lunar New Year.
These entrepreneurial families were the wealthiest, and they weren't afraid to flaunt it. Maybe this place could teach me something about Taiwanese Rizz.
Right before Lunar New Year, everybody's trying to buy all the candy, knickknacks, food, snacks. This is all stuff to bribe the children to keep them quiet, because you're gonna be partying with your family for 5 to 6 days, just feasting constantly. You're gonna be stuck indoors with a lot of people. Gotta shut them up somehow.
Hey, Garner, roast turkey.
Oh, thank you, brother.
Hey, have a good day. 要不要喝点巧克力？
哎，刚好是要补一点色素，对不对？
没那么甜。哎，请你吃。
哦，没有。
牛轧糖。
哇。
小番茄口味。
Food galore. Food everywhere. This is what happens at this market. Everyone force feeds. You feel like I'm like at my grandma's house or something.
Built in 1859 and known as one of Taipei's 3 biggest temples, the Xia-hai City God Temple was originally frequented by local business owners, praying that their ventures would flourish. But these days, it's better known for its love God. Pray to him and he'll help you find your significant other.
I want a strong wife, a wife that will bear me good, healthy children, that's kind and compassionate, and a great person.
Are you gonna say anything?
But you never seen a black guy in Taiwan before? All right, so got your contact.
Okay.
Let's say later we make a date. You and me, yeah. We go do some fun stuff.
You're gonna plan it?
Yeah. I'll take you to some fine dining, 3-fork kind of restaurant.
Maybe, okay. Then you can just send me a message.
Yeah. Just did.
What am I wearing?
What? What did he say?
If I could sum up Dadaocheng in one word, that word would be charisma. Dadaocheng is a place for dreamers. Whether that dream is building a beautiful house, building a successful business, looking your best, or just looking for love, the sense of aspiration is palpable. I wanted to meet a local who could tell me more about where this spirit comes from.
감사합니다. 진심에.
讲了真好哦，请啉茶。
Well, hopefully Today, I will make my grandma's wishes come true so I can, buy a
Yes.
house, have children, all that stuff.
Well, you can basically do everything you need to have a family on this street.
On this
in
street.
this area.
Okay.
Yeah. You will find your wife here,
Yeah.
and then it's easy for you to find a place to custom your wedding suit and to buy your wedding cake. You can do all of these things on one street.
Yeah, you did.
Yes, I
and that's
did.
how you found love.
That's how I found love here. I came to the love God here, and I found my husband here.
When did it become a lover's temple?
Actually, there are many deities they worship in that temple. They're trying to memorize the martyrs
Yeah.
who brought the city god deity to Dadaocheng.
Yeah.
So they built this temple to let their deity to have a home, to have something carved in the temple to try to memorize these martyrs for their contribution.
Okay, so
It's
there's
actually
a bunch.
just one of them.
Oh,
The
just
love
one.
god is actually just one of them.
So, Dadaocheng, how did this place get its start?
I would say the end of 19th century marked a really important era of this place because we have a port here that goes down to Danshui River,
Yeah.
and British merchandiser found the quality of the tea from Taiwan, so they started trading tea from Taiwan to the West. Also some other kinds of farm products, including sugar and camphor as well. It also opened up for ideas, thoughts, and modernization. But during around 1970s, things changed here. People started leaving this area. Houses, buildings were old and they just don't look good, and rubbish was everywhere. So he was actually very disappointed. Luckily, some of these cultural activists came up for a conservation activity. Young local people started moving back to this area to start their business here. So a lot of them actually eventually moved back, including my husband.
So, who are some of these founding families here in Dadaocheng?
For example, Tong-yi 集团.
No, they started here.
Yes,
Wow.
just in one of the houses just across from the street here. Tong-yi, and also Xinguang, Guangquan.
Wow, I did not know that. These are some of the pillars of Taiwanese society. They're some of the biggest companies.
Yes.
They're even kind of global.
Yeah.
So this is a place for dreamers. So that's why a lot of them became very rich.
Yes.
Because I saw a painting in the back and they look good. Like they're dressed really nice and the street is...
Yeah, you can also see how busy the street was like in 1930s from this painting. What are popular products at that time, like trade products.
Yeah.
For example, this one, 蓬莱名产. And this one is a very well-known Dadaocheng. That's a pastry shop. That's where the founder of I-Mei Corporation started.
Dihua Street looked like a wild place back then. Clearly, anyone who was anyone could be found hanging out in Dadaocheng.
Well, many of these buildings on the street were divided into 3 sections, and the first section is normally used as a shop. The 3 sections are connected by 2 courtyards. In the courtyard, they tend to make an open-air courtyard to let the rain falls in, because rain is water, and water means money.
Yeah. You're gonna show us some of your favorite spots.
Yes, Yongle Market. And actually on the first floor, it is a traditional market. And there are also some young people starting their creative business.
这个就是那个 LV 嘛，就是我们台湾 LV 啊。This is made of the canvas often used to cover construction sites.
Yeah.
So it's durable.
The guardians of Xia-hai City God Temple.
Oh, okay.
Meow. Let's get something cool here. What I like about Dadaocheng, you can try to explore like small streets and back streets in this area rather than only going to the main street.
Yeah.
There are a lot of new shops opening in the back streets.
Yeah, yeah.
他穿着那个官服哎 ，looks like a zombie. 李林秋, a very well-known songwriter of 大稻埕. During the Japanese period of time, Japanese companies replaced the original Western companies in this area. So they started trading with the local people here. So they have a lot of connections. They brought in some ideas from Japan as well during that time, and also because there were many people actually that were sent to the West from Japan to learn maybe like art, architecture, and the modern thoughts from the West, and they sort of also brought in these ideas to Taiwan. I think that was actually the golden age of Taiwan, of Dadaocheng at that time. You would be able to hear the most popular music from around the world. There were famous songwriters here, musicians here, sculptors as well, artists as well. 望春风 this one. 高呀无看树顶 Yeah. 高呀无看树顶
But the people of Dadaocheng didn't only dream of making money. They also dreamed of making Taiwan a better place.
See on this side it says 一美第一家店. That's the very first I-Mei shop. And next to the I-Mei shop, it's called the Wei-Shui Station. During the 1920s especially, islanders of Taiwan, they also started to talk about their self-identity. Dr. Wei-Shui, who actually founded Taiwan Cultural Association in 1921. He was a very, very important figure who started this idea as that Taiwanese people need to have their own parliament, and Taiwanese people needed to stand up for their own identity. This place, Dadaocheng, was the place where Dr. Wei-Shui had his hospital here, and this is also where he started this cultural revolution at that time. And you can see the newspaper he founded, and so he started distributing these newspapers from this place as well.
Dr. Jiang Wei-Shui was imprisoned 12 times for his opposition to the Japanese colonial government. Nothing could dispel his dreams of Taiwan's democratization.
Yeah, it used to be a laundry shop.
Laundry, oh.
Yeah. So this ice cream shop is called the Laundry Shop Ice Cream Shop. 你喝价吗？
真好吃。Oh, that's dried strawberry on it. They have freeze dried and then made 糖做成那种
No,
酸
and
梅
the fresh one, yeah.
So many stories.
Yeah, there's a story in every street corner here.
Rich cultural heritage and even richer desserts.
Yeah, and a great place to fall in love.
You don't say. Man's a connoisseur. Yo, this is so cool.
每一颗扣子是独一无二的。
我们看到那里有一棵树。
来 OK.
这是台湾第一家，
90 years.
历史最悠久。